Have you ever noticed that it's so hard for people to face themselves? Or maybe it's even hard for you to face yourself? It was hard for me to face myself for a while. And look, I'm not talking about criticizing yourself. I'm talking about actually looking at your thinking, your habits, and the real life results that you're having in reality. Okay? Hey everyone, my name is Austin Hale, and the purpose of this channel is to help parents and individuals rethink education and actually become the best version of yourself. Yes, you actually have the clarity that you've been looking for. If you don't know who I am, I've spent over 10 years in the mindset and education space. I've overcome addiction, built businesses, built a marriage. We have multiple kids now. I have clients in multiple countries. I've moved my family across the country. And now I'm here to bring these videos to you to help you achieve more clarity. So if you are new to this channel, first, like I said, subscribe. But look, if you hear something that you like, even if you hear something that you question or maybe even don't like, feel free to comment below because since this channel is still small, I can get back to everybody. But better yet, send me a message through my social media links in the description so that we can connect one-on-one. Look, I would love to do that and help you move the needle forward, but I can't do that if you don't reach out, right? I don't even know who you are if you're watching this video. So my point is a closed mouth does not get fed. All right. So don't be shy, subscribe, and shoot me a DM. Okay. All right. Let's get back into the video. So why is it so hard for people to face themselves? Every human experiences this. And most people have built an entire identity around who they believe that they are. Whether it's I'm a good parent or I'm a good student or I work hard or I'm just doing my best. But now that you receive new information that you could potentially be better, it creates this like internal resistance. So a few points to look at here. That emotional discomfort is where most people spend time because they feel bad. Now we have to do things to feel good. Oh, we feel really good. I want to keep that good feeling. But these negative feelings actually can show you some things about yourself. The guilt, the shame, regret, embarrassment. Okay. Your brain is going to naturally avoid pain. So a lot of times it's going to distract yourself instead of actually allowing you to self-honestly reflect. And so looking at that, why has nobody taught us about self-honesty? How did nobody guide us through this process of understanding our mind, especially as a child, right? So when we're looking at why do we have such resistance to facing ourselves, sorry to say, sorry, not sorry, but there's typically a huge fear of the responsibility. Because once you get old enough, you realize I'm partially responsible for creating my reality right now. And, we're a part of this system. So our parents were a part of the system. Our grandparents were a part of the system. So to a certain degree, we are the product of a system. But at the same point, we are making decisions for ourselves on a daily basis. So at what point do we actually take responsibility for it, right? And so now, so many more people than ever are just sick and tired of being sick and tired, are burning themselves out, are going all day, waking up early, staying up late, trying to do what they can do, sometimes to just get enough money to freaking survive, let alone be able to have the mental space to actually unravel these thought patterns, right? Actually identify truly who you are. I mean, so many people aren't even living with purpose, right? Like this social conditioning that we have instills like this fear of judgment, the fear of doing something wrong, the fear of looking bad, okay? And you, if you had no fear and if you had no self-judgment, what would you do? What would you look at? What kind of conversations would you have? And who would you have those conversations with? So when we're looking at the point of why do we fear facing ourselves, it's typically because the negativity is the reality of who you are. And that typically does not taste good. It's not a very pleasing experience to go down that road. However, When we look long term, some people watching this video right now might be 16, 26, 56, 76. The longer that we go down that path, the longer that we live with those thoughts. See, within the group that I'm involved with, we have people that are 18 years old, we have people that are literally in their 70s, in their 80s. And every single one of the people that are older wish that they were able to unravel those thoughts faster, earlier in their life, so they didn't have to live with that mental baggage, right? Because that mental baggage drains your physical energy. Your mind has to get that energy from somewhere. And so typically, if you're going through life, working your job, doing basic things during the day, but you're extremely tired, well, you've probably spent a lot of time in your mind. Sorry to tell you. Sorry, not sorry, because I will be the one who will help move you through these points. We can speak on these things, right? So when we're looking at why is it hard for us to face ourselves, it's typically because the negativity is the reality of who you are. Yet everybody's experiencing it. Well, most people are experiencing it. 99% of the people are. And so what we're here to do, the group that I'm involved with, we have people around the world that are actually moving through these points, that see the system did not set them up for success, that see that they actually have to change and be the one to take responsibility, or they will have relationships just like their parents. You know, if you want to stop smoking, if you want to stop drinking, if you want to stop indulging in the things that are not giving you the results that you want, well, some other external source or changing your external environment will not do it for you. So facing yourself in the beginning is typically the hardest because we haven't even sorted it out. And once you do start to sort it out, of which is a pretty, doesn't seem like a simple process, but if you reach out and we have a conversation, I can make it very simple for you. Once you do that, then you're able to start taking bites. You're able to start working through it. But until you do that and you're just looking at it as this huge ball, because even if you try to kind of sort it out, most people can't. I tried to do it for myself for a long time. I simply could not, to the degree in which I now have been able to, and now have been able to guide other people through as well. So let's help you make it bite size. Let's help you organize it so that then you can go forward and start to work through some of this. Now, if you found value from this, drop a like, right? I'm a new channel. It'll help the algorithm show other people this video that are just like you. But mainly, if you want to start to be involved with people that are in this position, just like you, wanting to change their lives, or simply be around a lot of other people like me who have changed their lives and are continuing to level up every single day and week, right? Watch my social media, watch my Facebook, watch my Instagram. You'll see it on a daily basis, a lot of in real life, videos and pictures. If you want to do that, we have a worldwide group. We have hangouts every Friday. We're having a cruise next month. We go down to Texas every year at a big ranch to have an event. We do amazing things and we get people together. But like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, a closed mouth does not get fed.